Hey everyone, and welcome back to George's unboxing show. So it's been a while since we did an unboxing on this channel, but you know what time of year it is. It's time for the Emerald City Comic Con exclusives and the shared exclusives if you can't make it out to the Comic Con itself. And actually, I think it was canceled this year because of the coronavirus. Well, not canceled, but I think they did it like a virtual convention or something, but I don't know, with this virus going around, a lot of things are getting closed. But I did manage to make it to my local Barnes & Noble to pick this up. This is the Dragon 3-pack from Game of Thrones. So we've got Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegar. So there they are. They're just hatched, so they're really tiny. These are actually a lot smaller than I thought they would be. It's not disappointing or anything because, you know, they have released dragon figures in the past, so I guess they wanted to make them as small as they could this time to make it look like they just hatched. So I'm going to get these guys out of the box and I will be right back. Alright, so first, let's take a look at Mysterion. He is this nice cream color like he is in the show. Well, in the show he's a lot darker, but he is still cream colored. This is obviously before he was converted into a white dragon. But we'll get into all that later. So here's the scales. They got some pretty nice detail, some nice wings. You can see the scales on the little egg. And these do have a flat base, so they should stand up pretty well. Because these are pretty nice. I don't really want to keep them inside their boxes. Here's Viserion. Next, let's take a look at Rhaegar. Actually, he just tipped over, so they might have a bit of an issue standing up. So here's Rhaegar. He's this nice green color. And he was named after Rhaegar, which is Jon Snow's father. So there was a plot twist of the season that Jon Snow can actually ride dragons because he's a Targaryen after all. So here is Rhaegar. I think they're the same sculpt, just different colors. I think the Drogon sculpt is actually a bit different because it does look a little bit bigger, which makes sense because he was bigger than his brothers. So here's Rhaegar. And a lot of people weren't happy with how he died on the show. I honestly wasn't either because it was really stupid how they just like kind of killed him off with like a scorpion bolt from a ship that they should have saw coming from miles away, but that's show logic for you. I try to remember Game of Thrones for what it is. Or for what it was and not what it's become, because the last season was, yeah, and let's not get into that. But last but not least, here is Drogon, and he was named after Khal Drogo, Daenerys' husband. So right off the bat, you can kind of tell that this one's a bit bigger, and I'll try to line them up so you can see a size comparison, but or I don't know if that's just my mind wanting to think it's bigger because that's how it is on the show, but he does look a little bit bigger than the other ones. So obviously he's this dark color and he's got red on his wings. And I don't know if I mentioned who Viserion is named after, but he's named after Daenerys' brother, Viserys. So let me just put him to the side really quick. So like I said, pretty nice detail on the scales and on the egg itself. Has a lot of sharp little teeth, and these guys do get really big, but I don't have a lot of the dragon pops because I didn't really collect them when those came out because it was quite a while ago, but they do have some new ones out and I did get like one of them, I think. So I'm going to do a little size comparison. So here is Icy Viserion, and as you can see, this is a lot bigger in scale than the regular ones, because obviously they just hatched. So here's a little size comparison of Mysterion when he just hatched and what he becomes later in the show. So you can basically eat him alive if you wanted to. Pretty scary stuff, huh? All right, so let me do that size comparison I was telling you about between the dragons and their eggs. I don't know if you can tell by just looking, but it does look like Drogon is a bit bigger. Probably not by much. I'm trying to line them up as good as possible, like they're gonna kiss or something, but I don't know, he just looks a little bit bigger to me. I might be wrong because it definitely feels a little heavier than this one. And I think these two are basically the same, just a different coat of paint on them. But let me get them lined up so you can see them all together. And let me fix my camera. Put Drogon right in the middle. So, that was a quick little unboxing of the new Emerald City Comic-Con exclusives that just came out. So we have Mysterion, we have Drogon and Rhaegar, the dragons from Game of Thrones, who everyone loves so very much, but most of them died off in a bad way, except Drogon, he's still alive. Who knows what they're going to do with them. But HBO is coming out with House of the Dragon in a couple, probably a few months, maybe a year. And they're going to focus more on the Targaryens, so I have a very good feeling that there will be more dragon pops coming out in the near future. So that'll be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.